I'm going to talk about Avatar The Last Airbender today. Now, you probably saw the title of the video and thought that I was insane. You probably have your pitchforks and torches ready. But I do like the show. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. It still holds a special place in my heart. But there were a few episodes, well, okay, maybe just one in particular, the one I'm talking about today, that I cringed at. And, generally, the most hated episode to the fandom is The Great Divide. And the thing is, I never saw a problem with that episode, even if it was filler or not. It was I liked that episode. It was pretty good. I thought it didn't really fit into the rest of the series, except for maybe the part where Aang has to prove himself as a peacekeeper, and it teaches him that he needs to find a solution that doesn't involve killing the Fire Lord and everything. If you think about it, yeah, that the Great Divide is where the whole I can't end this world by killing the Fire Lord began. And it showed Aang that he's not always going to have a simple answer to everything. So, in that respect, The Great Divide is a very underrated episode. However, there was one episode that even I cannot defend, and this was in season 2, I think, and it is the episode called Avatar Day. Yeah, I believe that's what it was called. And it involves the Team Avatar, Sokka, Katara, Aang, Appa, and Momo at the time. They go to this town. I mean, okay, it starts out like a regular episode. They go to a new town, and they find these people celebrating this thing called Avatar Day. And at first, Aang's all excited. He thinks he's going to be honored. They have giant, life-size, well, okay, just giant statues of Roku and Kyoshi, and I think even Aang. And there was a parade, and the entire Team Avatar thinks that this is just one big celebration, and then the town just sets all of the statues on fire, and they all talking down on the Avatar and everything, and like an idiot, Aang, the Avatar, goes into the middle of the very hostile crowd and shows that he's the current Avatar. And that was just a stupid move to begin with. And just why, Aang? Why would you do so? I get you're a kid, but it's just stupid. And it turns out the town hates the Avatar because Kyoshi, the Earthbending Avatar before Roku, but who was the last Avatar before Aang, she killed their leader, and they never forgave him for that. Forgave the Avatar in general for that, and so they tell Aang that they have to arrest him now and give him a punishment fitting of the crime. And Aang says, "I'll gladly accept any punishment," and they throw him in jail. Now, the thing is, the town really wants Aang's head, and Aang, being the idiot he was in this episode, I'm not saying he's an idiot in general, I'm just saying for this episode, all of Team Avatar was being an idiot. He goes along with the town's punishments, and he has Sokka and Katara go on their own little misadventure to prove Aang's innocence. And then, when they come back, showing that they have proof, the townspeople still don't accept it, and they put Aang on trial. Now, Aang, being the Avatar, he's the world's last hope to defeat the Fire Nation and bring balance and peace. But instead of focusing on that very big problem, he's not. Instead of focusing on the main problem the world is going through, he focuses on what this one town is going through, and he is willing to go on trial, even though it might cost him his life, to prove his innocence or prove the Avatar's innocence in general. And so they spin. Well, first they dress him up as Kyoshi, and that somehow creates a connection with her, where she takes over his body, similar to how Roku took over his body in the when he went to the Fire Temple, and Kyoshi just admits she killed the town's leader, and so the town decides. Obviously, they decide he's guilty, and he has to be punished for it. So they bring out a big wheel of fortune like Tocho device thing, and they spin it, and whatever it lands on is his punishment. And every single punishment, other than community service, is deadly. Like he could get eaten by a shark, boiled in oil, or just brutally murdered in some way. And at this point, Aang is still trying to be honorable, quote unquote honorable, and just stands there and allows the wheel to keep spinning and spinning and spinning, and then slowing down until it finally reaches boiled in oil. And Aang is like, I said I'm gonna take the punishment, so I will. And this whole time I'm just cringing at the episode, just like, Aang, you are the world's last hope. If you die, the world is doomed. Okay? It doesn't matter if Korra is going to be reincarnated after you. Actually, it wouldn't even be Korra at this point. It would be some other waterbender, since Korra wouldn't have been born yet. But, yeah, he's willing to die for one stupid incident that he wasn't technically part of, when the entire world is counting on him. And then finally, a bunch of fire benders attack. This is like the most cliche episode in the entire series, with the whole going to a new island thing, finding out about the culture there, and then the Fire Nation attacks, and then they have to fight the Fire Nation, drive them out of town, and all that, yada yada yada. Anyways, Team Avatar defeats the firebenders on their wino / whatever other animal thing. That's how much I didn't care about the episode. And then the town just forgives Aang after everything else they've been through, and they make Avatar Day mean something new. In honor of the day that Avatar Aang saved the town, yada yada yada. And then the episode ends with Katara telling everyone happy Avatar Day and all that. And at that point, I'm just like, can we just move on? Can we get to the next episode? Like, please never come back to this town again. The only good part in this episode is when Sokka and Katara return to Kyoshi Island, and Foaming Mouth Guy is there, and he thinks Aang is with them, and he's just like, and foam is coming out of his mouth, and then he just passes out, just like. And then he discovers that Aang's not there, and then he's all embarrassed, and he's just like, I didn't do anything. I didn't freak out. I didn't just fanboy into an orgasm or anything. Yeah, that was the only part of this episode I enjoyed. So, like I said, Great Divide, very underrated episode, especially compared to the calamity that was Avatar Day. And with that is my first Avatar The Last Airbender review. I hope you guys enjoyed.